Blacksmithing isn't always about making really cool stuff. Sometimes it's about just doing simple repairs around the house, and boy does it come in handy to have a blacksmith shop available when the wife needs some plant stakes straightened that have been bent in the rock-hard ground. Welcome back to Black Bear Forge. Sure, straightening plant stakes isn't very glamorous, but it does help to keep something in service that was otherwise too bent up to use, and these things are pretty tough to straighten cold. So having a blacksmith shop on hand really pays off. Seems like the last few days I haven't really been doing anything very productive in the shop from a shop point of view. It's been kind of rainy and kind of drippy. I might be able to hear a little bit of rain. In fact, it snowed a little bit last night and snow's melting off the roof right now. So I've been doing indoor stuff. I've been editing videos. I've been responding to comments on videos. I've been packaging some customer orders and getting those shipped out, doing all that kind of stuff. And today I thought I would come up and take care of some of these little projects that just need doing. Well, I always have plenty of customer orders to take care of and plenty of video ideas to think about and try to plan out. Sometimes you just got to do the chores around the house, around the shop. And in the end, that pays off in more efficient work later. For instance, one of the viewers, Jim, who lives in Denver, saw the video where I mentioned that I was going to get rid of my other drill press, the one that was a little off balance and that I just hadn't had time to really deal with and didn't really want to take the time to restore because it's just not something I'm real into. I gave him a really good deal on that drill press, so he came down and picked that up over the weekend. It used to sit right here where I'm standing. Now I've got this hole where the drill press used to be and a little bit more floor space. And my first thought was, well, one of these days I'm going to replace it with another full-size drill, and I may still do that because it would be nice to have two drill presses occasionally, although I've gotten by without two for so many years, I'm not sure there's any reason to put the second one in. But I thought it'd be a nice place for the little portaband over here somewhere. Either put a floor-standing drill press in here and put the portaband where this little drill press is, or a stand for the portaband or something like that. So I cleared off my welding bench, which really needed to be cleaned up anyways, and I took these two little gas forges off of the rolling cart that they were on because they're really light enough I can pick them up and carry them. They don't have to be on wheels. And I put them up here, which they might be sort of in my way, but it's a 4-foot bench and I can't really work back there anyways. This front section is about all I ever use, so hopefully that'll be a good place for those. And yes, I do plan to build the ribbon burner forge with this very nice ribbon burner I've got here. It's just not something I can do right away. So as a result of moving those forges, I then had that other rolling tool cart available. And it was just perfect to fit in this spot with the little portaband on it. So now I gained some more space over here on this workbench, which is where we do a lot of our assembly work when we're making the videos. And the portaband was really handy right here, but it was also in the way. And next to the portaband tended to just be a place for lost projects. So all that stuff needed to be cleaned up at that point. And found all sorts of things that are either finished or half finished. I've got these great twist tool handles here that have the handle part finished, but I've never done anything to the other end. I've got the wheat twist that was such a popular video. Both of these should be made into fireplace pokers or something, and maybe I'll do that today. These hinges are actually a customer project. And by gathering up all this stuff, it helped motivate me to clean off the bench behind me, so it's all cleared off now. The ripple effect from moving just one piece of equipment out of the shop has made huge changes in the rest of the shop. And most of that is just giving me a kick in the seat to get me to do it, because most of it was just a matter of cleaning up. So part of what I've been doing the last few days, while it's been rainy and drippy, is I've been in the basement photographing all of this stuff. So I've been spending some of my time down here in the basement trying to photograph as much of these projects that are completed and can be sold, just so I can get them put up on the Etsy shop. This is a fairly simple setup I've got. I've got a couple of soft boxes, which are lights with a filter over the front so that it has nice diffuse light. And this is just a piece of carpet I'm using as a background right now. I would like to have a wider variety of backgrounds, but this seems to be a good, reliable background. It doesn't interfere with the image. The ironwork shows up well on it. So it's been pretty nice, and it's just on a little crossbar with a couple of spring clamps. And this way I can take it down and get it out of here, because I really don't have room for a complete photo studio anywhere in the house. Now, as long as we're in the basement, somebody else had a question that we should answer while we're down here. The other day when we were working on the handle for the pizza cutter, some people had commented about my shaving horse. Some of them were very complimentary and said I did a great job building it. Unfortunately, I didn't actually build this shaving horse. This is one I bought. I had built one at one point and wasn't real happy with it. It never worked as well as I could. And then one year I was set up across the aisle at a woodworking show from somebody who had a prototype of this one that he was taking orders for, and I was happy to order one of his. He did a great job. Now, I think discussing shaving horses is one of those things that I need to do over at the new channel, the Off Topic with John Switzer, because it is off topic for a blacksmithing channel. So I'm going to discuss the shaving horse in more detail in a video over there, so I'll link to that video right up here if you want to watch a video about a shaving horse. If not, that's all I've got to say for it for now, so let's head back up to the shop. So if you're one of the people who have been hoping to purchase some of the things we've done for the videos, anything I've got laying around that wasn't for a customer order, that I didn't need myself, or wasn't a good gift for me to give to somebody else, if you want those things, they're going to be on the Etsy shop. For the most part, they're going to be priced to sell, because some of them are fairly simple and some of them are not the best rendition of the particular project. They were done on the fly for videos, and sometimes that doesn't always get finished as well as one that I was doing for a customer. But that stuff will be on the Etsy shop, so if you're interested, head over there. There's a link down in the video description, and you can buy some of that stuff and have a little memento of one of your favorite videos. So that kind of shows how sometimes you think you're going to be in the shop, you're going to be working on projects for customers, you're going to be working on videos, you're going to be doing something that really is what you think you're all about. All that other stuff still has to be done. And around here, that also includes a few construction projects, fire mitigation, yard work, all sorts of stuff like that. Plus, at some point this summer, as I've mentioned in the past, I'm planning on taking a real vacation. Now, what does that all mean for you here on YouTube? That means that I'm definitely going to have to back off on the production schedule. I was going to try and do a video a day plus an extra video every other day, so that when I go on vacation, I would have some videos in the bank and be able to continue through at almost a video a day rate. Well, I've proven to myself that's not going to happen. While I can do that, I can't do anything else. And when I take a few days off, and when I take a few days to catch up on bookkeeping, work on listing all the oddball stuff on Etsy, doing that kind of stuff, I end up using those extra videos. So the only way I'm going to be able to continue to have videos for you to watch when I take a vacation later in the summer is to not post a video a day between now and then. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to do 3 or 4 a week that are posted. I'm still going to be making a video almost every day, or 2 videos one day and none the next day, or however all that works out, because sometimes it's just easier to spend a day doing 2 or 3 videos than it is to try to do one and then put all the camera stuff away and do customer projects. So some days are just video days and some days are blacksmithing days, and you probably don't really want to hear all that stuff anyways. But the key takeaway is that I'm not going to be able to publish as many videos as I have been. Look for 3 or 4 a week for the summer. Once the summer is over and the fire mitigation work is done, the fire season's over, not a big risk. Yard work starts to slow down, vacation time is over, the blacksmithing conferences are done, the demo schedule is taken care of. All of that stuff's all wrapped up. We might increase again, but if it seems to be working to do them at that rate, I might do that. That gives me a little chance to relax, to de-stress. I don't have to stay up till 11 o'clock or get up at 6 just to take care of all this stuff. And I really wouldn't mind the extra sleep or an extra day off here and there. And while I know you support that, and I really appreciate that you support that and everything you do to support the channel, there is the whole financial issue. Yes, I make a little bit of money doing YouTube videos, and when I make fewer videos, I make less money, so that is always an issue. And I have to balance that buildup of a YouTube channel to the point where it remains viable with trying not to overwork myself. And there's a point that you got to work a little harder at the beginning so that you can reap the benefits at the end. And I'm somewhere in the middle right now. So we're just going to have to see how that goes. But if you want to help support the channel, remember, some of this stuff is going to be on the Etsy shop. It's going to be available for sale. That helps support the channel and helps make the videos profitable, because the items made for the videos then are actually items to be sold. Plus, as always, there's the links down in the description for PayPal and Patreon. Those are purely optional. They're donations. The content is free. Nobody is expected to pay for the videos. That is purely at your own discretion. But I do certainly appreciate the donations. It helps make all of this stuff possible. Anyways, I've talked long enough for today. As always, get out to the shop, be safe, wear your safety glasses. We'll see you later.